Friday, 2 more terrible things happened. And I know some of you are going to watch this and you're going to say, 2 more terrible things? What, the shooting at the school? What else? Well, on that same day, in China, I've got the story up here, in central China, a man wielding a knife attacked 22 children and 1 elderly adult with a knife and injured 22 children. And we're talking, this is primary school, so the actual ages of the students were never released, but it says here that the average age for primary school students in China is generally 6 to 11 years old. So these 22 kids were somewhere, most likely somewhere between the ages of 6 and 11 years old. None of them died, thankfully. The adult didn't die either. The attacker was arrested, you know. Nobody died. Some of the children were sent to the hospital, a hospital out of the area, a better facility, because their injuries were too severe for whatever facilities they had there. So, I mean, there was that. That terrible thing happened. And, of course, the shooting in Connecticut that everybody knows about by now. 20 children and 7 adults, 6 adults, I think 7 if you count the killer, I believe was the count. I mean, it doesn't get much worse than that. These children, all of the children that died, were between the ages of 5 and 7 years old. I watched them roll the names by on TV, the names and ages. Not one of them was older than 7 years old. 5, 6, and 7-year-olds. Beautiful little children, and they're dead. Why? I don't know. And because the shooter killed himself and his mother, who would probably be the only person that could really give any sort of testimony to his mental state or why he might have done this, they're dead. We're probably never going to know. I guess his hard drive was completely destroyed on his computer. I read that somewhere, so they're thinking that they're probably not going to be able to get anything off of that. So, but the fact that he destroyed his own hard drive obviously says that there was something on there incriminating. So, I mean, all in all, including the 2 shooters, 30 people, unless I'm counting wrong, but if I am, then I'm only off by 1 or 2. 30 people, 28 innocent, good people, and in the cases of 20 of them, children. I mean, they weren't even old enough to know who they were. I mean, they didn't get to experience anything in life that we just take for granted every single day. And their parents, I can only imagine what their parents are going through. The thing that I wonder kind of the most out of everything is what the parents' last interaction with their child was that morning, or maybe the night before if one of the parents had to go to work before the child was up or something, you know? I mean, what was their last interaction with their baby? You know, did they kiss them and tell them they love them, have a good day, or have sweet dreams, or whatever, or were they angry at their child? Maybe they'd been scribbling on the walls or something, and they'd been chastised first thing in the morning, and then dropped off at school, and that was the last time their parents ever got to see them. So that's really what I'm wondering, is what was the last thing that those parents got to say to their children, and is that going to be something that they're going to have to carry with them for the rest of their lives? I mean, I lost somebody who meant so much to me, and I can say that I am very, very glad that the last time that I saw this person, the very last things that I said to them was that I love them. In fact, I think I repeated it several times because I think I knew that that was going to be the last thing that I ever said to them. In the back of my mind, though I didn't want to admit it at the time, I think I knew, and I made sure to hug them very, very hard. And so, I mean, out of all the regret that I have for that situation, that's the one thing that I'm really okay with, because I know that the last thing that I said to him, the last interaction that I had with that person, was very, very positive. If not slightly painful for me, because like I said, I think I did know that that was going to be the last time that I would see him. So I just wondered what those parents, what the last things that they said to their children were. Was it something positive, or was it something said in anger that they're going to have to live with for the rest of their lives? I really, really hope that that's not the case. But it's just unfortunate. I guess what I'm trying to get at here is that people need to just stop with the hate and stop with the violence and the killing for no reason. And all this talk about gun control and taking guns away from people isn't going to do any good. The man in China didn't use a gun. He could have killed 22 children with a knife. And in fact, I'm pretty sure he was trying to. And I mean, the young man that shot up the town center stole the gun from his friend. Banning guns, taking guns away, is not going to be the answer. For a while there, I thought that would be it. But then I really thought about it, and criminals aren't going to sit there and file out paperwork so that they can get a gun so that they can go shoot somebody with it. They're not going to do that. They're going to steal a gun. And if they can't get a gun, they're going to find something else to do it with. A knife. They could make their own explosives. I mean, there's just a million different ways that you can hurt somebody. I believe that there needs to be something done. I don't know what the answer is, but I don't think taking people's guns away is going to do any good. Because all you're going to be doing is taking guns away from people that have obtained them legally, or taking away the ability for people to obtain them legally. People who would be obtaining them for sport, for recreation, for personal protection in the home, for collecting, did I say sport? For hunting, those people that go through the paperwork and all the proper channels are not looking to buy the gun so that they can go out and kill a bunch of children. Case in point, the Connecticut shooter stole the guns from his mother. Feel free to comment or correct me or state your opinion if you think that I'm wrong on that, but, basically that's what's been going on in the world this week, and it sucks. It sucks so much. I just wish that people could just love each other and not kill each other for no reason, or for, any reason. That would be great. Let's just stop killing each other, period. And we don't need gun control. We need psychotic, crazy people control. And one last thing, if there's any parents out there watching this right now, anybody that's got children or whatever, nieces or nephews, or if they're just babysitting, go take that child and just hug it a lot and tell it all sorts of good things and shower it in affection. And I mean, do that with your loved ones, with anybody that you really care about. Even though you might not get along with them all the time, you never know if the last thing that you said to them is going to be the last thing that you said to them. And for me, I've only lost one person in my life that really, really mattered to me so far. And it really made me think of how could I ever forgive myself if somebody close to me died, and the last thing that I said to them was something out of anger or frustration. I don't know if I'd be able to forgive myself for that one, like, ever. I feel like that would weigh on me for a very long time. I feel like this was something really important that I needed to finally get my thoughts out about. I guess I was waiting until I had more information, and the initial shock kind of wore off, I guess. Just, hug the people that you love, tell them that you love them as often as you can. Even if you're fighting with them, even if you're angry at them, because you never ever know. You just can't be sure. It could be your time to go, it could be their time to go, it could be the whole world's time to go. Who knows? Maybe we really only have, oh my god, 18, 19, 3 days left in the whole world. Who knows? That's kind of scary in and of itself.